So I'm out here in Freetown, Sierra Leone. It was a journey getting here. Last year, I want to say early 2019, January, I put it out there on social media that I wanted to paint a mural in South Africa. Fast forward to later on that day, one of my fellow Kresge cohorts sent me an inbox and he connected me with Affixed Productions. Now, I didn't make it to Johannesburg like I thought. However, this was not a better experience, better than what I anticipated. It brought me to Freetown in Sierra Leone. And the culture here is that it doesn't matter what religion you practice. You can be Muslim, you can be Christian, you can be Buddhist. It's an interfaith community. So, and it's a strong interfaith community, one that probably most communities or countries need to practice. They could probably take notes. So for instance, say like the mosque, it has something wrong with it, say flooding or any type of disaster, or it's just no electricity, it's not available for worship. So a Christian church will allow the Muslims to come worship in their church and vice versa. And I think, I thought when I was first introduced to the concept by Marcus of Affixed Production and Richard, who brought me in, I was very intrigued and I kind of fell in love with the concept. So what it allowed me to do, what it is allowing me to do is take my message about Black women even stronger, make it bigger. So what I'm painting is a Muslim practicing woman and an unidentifiable woman. And what I'm gonna play with, I'm making them completely equal. And so they'll be themselves in a monochromatic tone, but their shadows will be of queens and equal queens. So they'll have identical crowns once I finish. All right, we're gonna start with the eyes. You ready? Okay, first eye, 2 lines, you see? And then a circle. Does that look like an eye? Yes. Shall I put some lashes on it? Yes. All right, now you do it on your papers. I'll do it on a piece of paper too. That way you guys can pass it along. And this is the second eye, because remember you have 2 eyes. Most people do. Most animals. Same with the circle, then another circle, and then we don't forget the eyelashes, because we need eyelashes. So I'm gonna draw it in a crayon too on this paper. So what are we missing? Do we need a mouth?
Yes.
I think we're missing one important thing. We're missing a face, right? So we can start from the corner you know, like a crescent moon, and then do another one on the other side and let them meet up for your chin. These are looking so good. Ooh, yeah. Yes. Now we're gonna add ears, and then we're gonna add the top of the head. My first lesson of the day, which will be the third, fourth, fifth, and second, well, and I'll skip number 2, is to teach them how to draw a basic cartoon face, and then they get to use whatever colors that they choose to color the faces. And I think they're into it. They're on their second faces. They kind of sped through the first, which was just a lesson, but now they get to be a little free with what they're doing and how to do it. We want their characters to look like. So far, so good. We got some talented kids out here. Alright, so now with this one, do it a little bigger. I have created a disaster. I am doing little caricatures of the students on the paper, and I have a long line of clients behind me. Wait a minute. She was first. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Did you have fun teaching, Sydney?
I did. These are my best friends. These are my best friends. Love each other. Love you too.
Okay, hi, my name is Hawa. I'm an artist living in Freetown, Sierra Leone, and I'm part of this project on religious tolerance, and we're painting different murals. It's my first mural. I was really excited to work with people like Sydney James and V Hills, and again, I have one of my colleagues here who's part of our art group in Sierra Leone, Felix Rhodes, and I thought it would be a lot harder than it actually is. But it's been great fun. It's been a great experience, a great learning experience, and yeah, had fun.
My name is Felix Rhodes, and I've been an artist professionally for, let me see, since 2008, so that's about 12 years. And I'm based in Sierra Leone. I'm a graphic designer also and a fine artist. I think I'm more moving towards the fine artist side more. I think that's stronger than the graphic designer side. This piece is about religious tolerance, and I like to do multicolored work, especially this kind of work, and I mostly work with acrylic, and this acrylic, pastels, charcoal, pencil, and also do sculptures, like wire sculptures, and I'm trying to combine like different materials also. Like I could combine the wire sculpture with paint and canvas. Yeah, kind of, yeah. That's a brief history. And this piece, which is all about religious tolerance, first of all, there are three faces there. There are two boys, and a teenage girl. And the teenage girl, I haven't finished it yet, obviously. She will be wearing like a hijab. So the design, like this squirrely design, is based on the hijab they wear, and it's some nice patterns, and also based on mosaic tiles you find in mosque. They have these beautiful mosaic designs, intricate designs, and I've always been interested in that. Even though I'm a Christian, but I have a full appreciation of other religions, and I have respect for other religions and the art that comes with that also. So I'm trying to depict all that in there. And if we're supposed to have peace, live in peace and harmony, and preach about religious tolerance, we have to start with the kids. Because when they're young, that's when kids, if you learn a kid how to learn them hate, they grow up hating people and behave irresponsibly. But if you teach them love and understanding from a very young age, they grow up to be more tolerant to other people of different faith or race or whatever.
So what I've been experiencing with this wall, and every wall has a challenge of itself. Like they're all different, every texture is different. Of course, you got to deal with the temperature, which makes the heat, the paint act differently, depending on how cold or warm it is. But this challenge that I had to deal with today, this is my first time ever experiencing it. The Affixed provided the paint, and of course the paint came from here, but it's oil-based paint. And of course I didn't realize that until I tried to clean my brush with water. And not only is it oil-based paint, but it's way thicker, like the consistency is that of like an Elmer's glue. So it wasn't mixing. So we ran off to see if there were water-based latex paint here. Well, we found it, but it was very, very, very dull. Like the colors might be bright once you lay it on, but as soon as it dries, it's like a gray version of whatever that color it is. So I had to go back to this sticky type of oil paint and try to figure it out. So instead of using like vibrant colors like I normally do, I switched to a black and white palette, which is fine because I'm figuring out how to maneuver the paint without it being as complicated. Like the colors wouldn't even mix together. Like I had to, even with like a little turpentine, it would be too washy. So I had to figure out how to balance out the consistency. How you doing? I had to figure out how to balance out the consistency of the paint. Because typically, I don't know if you've watched any videos or time lapses of me painting, but I don't mix paint like in palettes per se. I really kind of just grab each color with my brush that I want to use, and I mix it on the wall. So because I'm having this difficulty, or I was, with this oil-based paint, I'm still doing it that way, but just with two colors to still, you know, make it as concentrated and high contrasty like I want it, and have a quality painting like I'm supposed to have. So, but bottom line is I'm working on it, and it's a work in progress, and I'll probably finish either later on tonight or tomorrow sometime. But yep, apparently Freetown has its challenges every single day, and this is just one of those things, and it's okay. I finished. Yay. No, I finished. It's dope. I got a nice crowd now to watch me finish. I painted alongside some very dope artists from Freetown, and I think this project is pretty swell. sure? No. You gotta start from somewhere. You might not be able to draw like this. Yeah. You probably can start. You probably can draw a little bit. Can you draw a little bit? Can you draw a little bit? You sure? Have you tried? We'll see how you look. How old are you? Huh? I said, how old are you? 8. I'm 12. This is the real 12-year-old. This is a 15-year-old. And he acts like a 15-year-old, so I should know. How old are you? How old are you? Another 15-year-old. Teenagers around, all around. Teenagers. I don't care what country you're in, they act the same.